multiple games, not just a game, but the red team versus the blue team. Beans and weenies, or go to the losers, steak dinner to the winners, and we're not just playing football. That is not what we're doing here today. We're doing a little bit of everything. Tom Hart, then at Tennessee for 3 years. Let's see.
This is round one.
Save something for later, buddy.
Okay.
We got 10s across the board. Chris Beard is the only holdout as the judges so far. A little mesh concept. You find your tight end who's going to be a big part of their offense again.
And watch. Two of the best in the SEC, hands down.
Amos had him locked up, so he goes over the middle, and it's knocked away. So far, Jackson Dart has utilized the tight end and now the running back. It's like a really good point guard, right?
Kids, Austin Simmons will be the first one here for the blue team.
Simmons gets picked off on his first pass, and the red team will dance in with the touchdown.
Chris Paul Jr., there's a new name as well.
This event as a whole, how did you come up with the plan?
Well, kind of wanted to think outside the box, because spring game, everybody just runs a few plays and a few defenses, so we really analyzed it doesn't do us a whole lot of good, and you potentially get injuries, and so we just weighed that, and then we said, okay, well.
He just gets to sit back there in the pocket, take 5 or 6 seconds.
Except he didn't read the rules that they got to make it to the 20 to make that first down, so he was all pissed off.
I think a lot of the portal.
Yeah. And then, this is the SEC, and it's a long season, and so looking at it where our strengths were the skill positions, sometimes they were not in the line in the front seven on defense. So I don't want to give anything away, but Joey's here. I met with him before, and here's a good story for everybody out there. Don't quit the first time. Joey lost his first eating competition. He lost a lot.
With coaches, especially in the SEC, telling me, hey man, you won't believe how many injuries we've been through in spring. Why didn't I think of doing what you're doing today?
And Austin Acton there to this point. The scrimmage wouldn't change anything before going into summer workout. So I love the concept. Players love the concept. And I think the fans do as well.
Too much mustard.
From the stance that there's also a portal that opens up on Monday. So from a depth chart standpoint, I think that plays into it. But also at times, I think you grow from that. I think that's an important part of spring.
Need to get to the 20 for the first down of a possession.
Catch, protect in the pass game, in the run game.
Oh, big fella, getting in a little shovel pass.
J.J. Pegues, very familiar with playing offense from his days at Auburn. Throw deep, throw deep.
Why not? Into double coverage and falls incomplete.
As now nobody's sleeping on his talent.
Walker Howard will lead the red team here, second quarter of 7-on-7, and wide open, and a bomb to Austin Acton. That's what Howard tried to do to end the first quarter.
Absolutely love it. You get a 2-safety look, you run the running back straight down the middle of the field. Moved the field safety with his eyes, and nobody there for Austin Acton running right down the middle of the field.
In a series that dates back to the 1860s. What is the role of a backup quarterback in a system and in a scenario where you have a returning starter like Jackson Dart?
What is experience than those guys, but you can absolutely be a resource, and the only thing it's going to do is make you better. But the better that relationship is, the better that room is, the better the team is as a whole. I think of making huge plays with your legs. Can you come in when you need to and run this high-tempo offense without missing a beat? You're going to be a different player, right? They don't have another Jackson Dart. He is an elite talent.
Tug of war. Who got the Pi-Fi's points, I wonder? Simmons surveys, and he goes underneath. And a throwback. Why not? He was down before he got rid of it. 70s, had a cloud in the sky. And Oxford just last week named the #1 small college town in America by USA Today. And a completion on first. Deep ball, and it is picked off. And the blue team with the takeaway.
Ready to catch one? Because they're coming right at us right now.
Flag was taken down at the 1, so blue team will have coming right at you. A little option look. Free ball.
So blue's going to retain it here.
Oh, wouldn't you love the maneuverability of the arm slot?
Dude, that's the third or fourth throw that A.J. Maddox has made that was big, especially with the tempo. Sometimes the defense isn't lined up. They're just standing in front of you. So got to be able to change that arm angle. Another really good throw. Aiden Williams not able to bring that one down.
Just off the mark. Trying to find Jordan Watkins. It's a pre-scored. 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's headed in Nine's direction.
He's looking at him all the way. Now goes the back corner. That's too much. Hey, remember when your mom always said, don't eat before you swim? Is it fair to play 7-on-7 before you get in a hot dog eating contest?
So what does a practice session with hot dogs look like?
Practice session?
Like how many?
Dude, well, in the beginning, it's like marathon runners don't start off at 26 miles. My first practice is going to probably, but you have to come back, and you have to come back stronger, and it's what you do after you lose, and that's what really makes us.
Hey, before we let you go, Oxford, Mississippi, #1.
I'm going down there because I've been here before. I knew it. Dude, Oxford's a great place. It's a great place. These guys, girls going to school here are so lucky, and I'm just happy I'm out here to hang out with everybody for a couple days and just.
Kiffin is a perfect salesman. It's what makes him such a great recruiter. And his idea to bring in Joey Chestnut to compete in the hot dog eating contest, Jordan, it's a no-brainer. The Portal King strikes again. It looks like Jackson Dart is getting loose. It might be going back in the next Red possession. Red has seen its lead shrink to just 10 points. Roster over the last couple of years by taking advantage of it, and they're doing it once again this year. You had a couple of offensive linemen from the University of Washington. You get a great defensive tackle from Texas A&M.
It was 320, 330, and has experience. Two of them have experience in a national championship. Two guys from Washington. You got a left tackle from North Carolina, started 13 games that could only season. What do you need? You need the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You have to still be able to bully people, protect your quarterback, be physical at the point of attack. And again, the two teams that Ole Miss lost to last year, Alabama and Georgia. And I know to go differently next year, and that line of scrimmage, as we've mentioned, they address through the portal, going to be a big reason they'll have an opportunity to do so.
I don't know if you noticed, but Jackson Dart is working with a golden football here this quarter.
From Jackson, maybe end of the season last year to now, and who he's going to be this fall.
Throw back to him.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And the center's out in front of him. Please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. Thank you. Ball tournament, and it's right across the street from us, and now I'm kind of like addicted to it.
You kind of run the courts over there.
I don't run them because sometimes like the tennis players come over and they put us back.
Performance here today.
I mean, I was in awe of that. I actually had a couple players and our manager guy say that's the most impressive thing they've seen in life. Kind of like when you go to an NBA game and on TV they seem big, and then you go to the floor and they're like really big.
Jackson Dart healthy. What is the main role for a backup quarterback behind a guy like Dart going into the fall?
Well, they always got to be ready. You know, they're one play away and they got to continue to develop. Oh, that's going the other way.
Receiver on this team. I mean, they got a lot around him, but from a quarterback perspective, knowing that you have the relationship and the reps with a guy like Trey?
Yeah, and just you're able to exponentially get so much better. And that, again, another amazing.
Left in the third quarter. Blue needs all the help and all the points they can find. Style, just get a good DJ and let him work.
But then it's like, whose playlist is it? How do you make everybody happy if you ever
At the end of the quarter. There was also a scoring change of dubious origin, yet it has Red out with a 3-point lead. Set it, just let it rip. That's Aiden Williams. No brainer, yeah.
Like the XFL or Arena League will like copy us, maybe.
Yes. Trendsetter. That kick is right on the money and good. Just snuck it in the left upright. Howard redshirted a year at LSU, and he gets picked off on the first pick of this one.
Boy, Lewis Moore, the transfer from Indiana, again, great coverage and a great job undercutting that route for the touchdown. He's another guy that
Makes us better at all three levels. When you don't have to try and maneuver something, you just let your guys go out and play. And oh, by the way, if you're facing more up-tempo offense, driving and relaying that Pete shared with us is not uncommon for average to good teams. Elite teams don't have to worry about that.
Right.
98% of college
man-to-man on the back end with anybody in the conference. So that changes up what they're able to do in some of the pressure game as well when they do want to. But it's going to be a defense that can get after the quarterback with four.
About and what drives the recruiting side of all of this. Dart just fires a bullet over the middle, a little bit late and a hair behind. .310 and rolling. Jason Albritton. Oh.
Amarian Walker, the transfer from Michigan.
Why not? Just through how these teams were selected, and the leadership council had the first choice. But he said the problem is the leadership council is heavy on offensive skill guys and bigs up front. Well, bigs have no role in this.
The starting D linemen in that leadership group are going, we don't even get to get out on the football field except for to eat some hot dogs. Trying to reach Caden Prescorn down the middle of the field there. Just out of reach.
Wheel route near side. He's going. Oh! 1:39 remaining, and we got a tie game.
Mac Owen, the sophomore receiver. I tell you what, that ball hung up so long. The DB jumped early, and Owen just kept running past him. Ended up right in the breadbasket.
We're tied at 70. Now you get a chance to choose your extra point. One. For the lead late in the game. Back to the end zone. He got 1 foot down. Yeah, they say he got them both, and he's in. What did you see? You're right on top of it. Our truck. Oh, the toe was on the chalk.
On the line. Toe was on the line. The defense is calling for the review. Lane Kiffin calling for the review. You can see it. Look, right here.
Look, right here.
Right here. Right here.
Right here.
That's over here somewhere. Oh, I think it's right here.
All right.
Oh, no. No, it was somewhere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see white right.
Lane wasted no time of putting you at the center of attention. Did you see how I slowly backed away?
Yeah.
A.J. Maddox, Hattiesburg native, rips one over the middle, and that's a first down for Blue with 56:55 left. What a play on the back end. That was beautiful. Oh. Incomplete, 29 seconds left. We got second down?
Third down now. Ball just a little behind.
Until you saw the second replay.
Yeah. Uh-oh, fumble.
Oh, it's down where the ball was fumbled. That will also stop the clock.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Grove Bowl games and to walk it off, Cade Davis. Last play of the game. Oh, it's wide
good.
right. And the red team wins it.
Wow. Had the leg.
Right before he made contact, a little gust of wind came through the corner. And if it was off just a hair, it got pushed wide.
Wow. You're right. That wind has been blowing straight at the goalposts all day. And right before that kick, a strong left to right. And that's where he missed.
Well, I'm not ready to promise that this is going to sweep the nation, but I think some hybrid portions of this are going to be very appealing to a lot of college coaches out there.
Absolutely. I think this was brilliant. I love this.
Success on a picture-perfect day in Oxford. The red team ekes out a 1-point win over the blue team. Back and forth the fair. Joey Chestnut came in, nearly saved the day for blue, and then